Take us behind the scenes of the 2-day visit by Pope Francis. You were down in Philly.
Well, Philadelphia, it was a joyous, very festive atmosphere. I was standing with my wife, Frances, at the foot of the stairs on Saturday morning when the Pope arrived, and Francis's grandparents immigrated from Italy, from a small village in Italy, and we're just thinking, what would Vito and Louisa say if they could see their granddaughter here? And it was sort of like it was magic. It was a wonderful thing. And what I tried to say in Independence Hall was to pay tribute to some of the grand themes that I think this Pope has supported. Things like justice and fairness and freedom of conscience. Things that are very important to Pennsylvania, obviously going back to our roots. And those are grand themes. And how much grander could the backdrop be but Independence Hall?
Yeah, absolutely. How would you rate the job the city did in pulling off not just the papal visit, but they had the World Meeting of Families there pretty much that entire week before? I
think they did a great job. The Commonwealth supported the city in a lot of ways. The state police, the National Guard, the Emergency Management Agency, Department of Transportation, Department of Health, I think Human Services. And we all worked together very hard with some federal agencies to make sure two things happened. First thing was that people were safe. And obviously there was a lot of second guessing about whether we went too far or didn't go far enough, but things turned out nicely, and it was with all the inconveniences it caused for a lot of residents, and especially the Center City part of Philadelphia. It accomplished the first task, which was to be safe and secure. But the second thing was also to make sure people who visited Pennsylvania, our guests and our visitors, had a good experience. And I got to tell you, walking around the streets of Philadelphia, asking people how they like Philadelphia, how they like Pennsylvania, coming from Tennessee, from Mexico, from Argentina, people were just blown away. They loved what we have here. And I think that was, I don't know how you put a price on that, but recognize the inconvenience. But the safety and security, people were safe, they were secure, but they also had a good time. And that was almost 1 million people, I think, ended up coming there for the Mass.
Yeah, you talked about being there during the arrival, and obviously you were there for some of the other events. Yeah. Was there any one-on-one? Did you get to talk to them? Was there any exchange? Well, what was that? I mean, that's got to be intimidating.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It's just, you get tongue-tied. But it was wonderful to be in the presence of somebody with a world figure like that, who I think believes in so many wonderfully grand things. And I think that came out in the different messages he gave at Independence Hall during his 2 masses that I attended. He gave on Saturday night, he gave a message, and then he gave another press conference, I think, on the plane on his way back to the Vatican. So the whole thing was really great, and I think it was a great honor for Pennsylvania to be the setting for those grand messages.